Hola. That means good morning in Spanish. Today I have received a parcel from the United States Postal Service. It is this thing, which is called a speed booster, but there are compatibility issues which require me to make some modifications to some things today. This is a low effort Bevman experience. So the idea with the speed booster is that it has a little magnifier in there, and so in theory it makes your lens have more light coming in general, and also makes the lenses have a wider field of view. Like the lens I'm using right now is supposed to be a fairly wide lens. It's an 18 to 55. And this is all the way zoomed out right now, but it's still pretty zoomed in, just to the nature of the 4K on this camera cropping down on the sensor, and the sensor being smaller than a full frame. So the speed booster device should allow me to hold off on buying a full frame camera for some time, and it's a lot cheaper. The issue, and the reason that I'm filming today, is that because there's an extra piece of glass in here, some of the lenses that I have that fit on this socket don't actually fit. Let me show you. I have to take off this lens, but this is the lens I was recording on just then, 18 to 55, and it runs on the EF mount with an adapter. This is the speed booster that I have just purchased. Anyway, here's the issue with this thing. Because there's the extra piece of glass and there's the extra elements in the middle, when I try to put these two together, there's a very small gap there, you see? It doesn't quite go all the way in. I forgot that this is not compatible with necessarily everything that goes on this mount. So not every lens will fit, because depending on the overhang of like how far out this goes, it will literally just hit the glass element. So this lens is not compatible, but I want to use this lens with this. So my idea is that there's not actually any important elements in this thing until further back. All of this is just plastic and this rubber flange that makes sure that things seal properly. I think it's a weather sealing option. I don't know, but in theory this is not optically necessary. So I'm thinking I take a saw and just cut it all off, and I should get enough clearance to mount this here. Let's find out, shall we? Okay, slicing time. Hey, that wasn't expected. We have cut a fairly large hole into this thing, because this piece went fairly deep, which I didn't expect it to lose all of that, but I'm okay with it. Look at all the little cities. All the little cities inside the circuit board. Okay, kind of a quick and dirty cut, but I've removed some material, so we'll see if this is enough or if we need to go further. The big reveal. That's a click. That was actually quite easy. That's solid. It goes in. That's a lens on a speed booster, baby. So now I don't have to be trapped in such a tight frame anymore. So time to switch back to this puppy with the speed booster and see how much wider things look. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely better than it was. Okay, now the other thing I have to test is if my autofocus still works or if I broke the lens. Yep, that's still working. I didn't break nothing. I call that a success. Now I have a fairly a fairly wide angle lens, and I can do this shot and look normal instead of being like this. So now I have a big old wide angle lens that functions with the 4K crop, and I didn't break anything. And now I can hold the camera at arm's length and not be uncomfortably close to the camera. So that's all for today. Thank you for bearing with more camera talk with Bev. Oh, there's actually one other lens that I want to try on this. Let's see if we can see the Tucson with the little 50mm. There he is. Hi. What a nice little respectable automobile. I sure hope nobody cuts the top off of it and turns it into a pickup truck. Ah yes, look at all the wonderful lens bits scattered across the table. Oh no, my lens isn't going to be waterproof anymore. What am I going to do?